Hi everyone, my name is Sean Donnell. I'm one of the owners of NetZero Insulation. We are one of the leading insulation retrofit contractors here in the greater Denver area. We've been established since 2015, and since 2016 we've been one of Xcel Energy's top rebate producers. This is going to be the first of one of many regular videos we're doing that are going to cover various topics in our industry to help our customers or potential customers become better informed about our industry and some of the different aspects of it, such as rebates. Bear with us for now. This is our first, so it's going to be a little rough. But as we do this more and more, our production quality will get better. We're insulators after all, we're not YouTubers. So we get a lot of questions about Xcel Energy's rebate program, and that's what we're going to be talking about today and reviewing. This is going to cover our particular trade. Xcel Energy does offer other rebates for trades such as HVAC, but we're going to be speaking to specifically insulation needs. All the information I'm going to talk about today can be found on Xcel's website, and I will provide a link to that in the description. So to get started, who is eligible for Xcel Energy rebates? Any customer who heats their home with electricity or natural gas is eligible for Xcel Energy rebates. There is another tier for Xcel customers that do not heat their homes with Xcel Energy fuel, and we'll cover that as well. In terms of the contractor requirements for Xcel Energy, they must be Xcel registered. This is the most important aspect of the requirements. The reason for that is if you do not use an Xcel registered contractor, you cannot file for a rebate. They must also hold a BPI certification. This is our licensing in order to be an Xcel registered contractor. We have to provide a blower door test. This is how we verify our air leakage, and we have to perform a CAS test for safety. This makes sure that all your naturally vented hot water heaters, your furnaces are all venting properly after we tighten up the home. The list of Xcel registered contractors is on their website, and I'll provide a link to that as well. So what rebates does Xcel Energy offer? There's 3 rebates available that we're going to be covering: air sealing, attic insulation, and wall insulation. They break down the following ways. The air sealing rebate is 30% of the project cost up to $200. You must reduce the Natch 50 by at least 20%. Natch 50 is just an industry term that we use, and it indicates air leakage. In another video, I can get into some of those air industry terms or industry terms for air leakage and other terminology. For any reputable Xcel contractor, 20% is pretty easy to do. You should probably be seeing around 25, 35, and 40% reduction in air leakage. But this can really depend on the time when the home was built, the architecture of the home, and what is accessible to your contractor. But that's a safe average that you should be seeing. We document the improvement on air leakage by doing that blower door test. So attic insulation rebates, 30% of the project cost up to $400. You must be below an R value of 15 or less, and your post improvement must be an R49 or greater. Something important to note is, as of 2021, current building code is actually an R60. It's possible that the municipality, your city, or whatever your governing body is, where you live, they haven't adopted that yet, but current code is R60. We've been doing R60 since those 2021 codes, and truthfully, I recommend anybody doing R60 if they're going to be doing any of this work, because eventually all those governing bodies are going to update those codes to R60 instead of R49. Wall insulation rebate, 30% of project cost, again, up to $350. Your cavity must be empty. So your wall stud cavity has to be empty. You can't have insulation in it, and the post improvement value has to be an R13 or greater. This is typically done by drilling a hole into your wall cavity and filling it with loose fill insulation, then patching it back. There are some rebates available for another tier of Xcel Energy. Again, this is the tier that does not use an Xcel fuel source to heat their home, and those rebates are follow the same requirements as the other tier, but just lesser dollar amounts. So for air sealing rebate, again, 30% of project cost up to $15. Yes, $15. You heard me right. Attic insulation rebate, 30% of the project cost up to $60. And then wall insulation rebate, 30% of project cost up to $25. So it's quite a bit less than the normal tier if you heat your home with natural gas or electricity through Xcel. Rental properties are eligible for rebates if the landlord or the homeowner is not on the Xcel account. There is an alternate rebate recipient section where that rebate can be signed over to the landlord or the homeowner. The rental properties that do not qualify for this would be units or properties that have 4 or more units present. So Xcel doesn't offer rebates for those customers. Filing your rebate is pretty straightforward. The rebates are filed digitally and have been for some time now. Your contractor should file that rebate for you. That's what we do for our customers. That alternate rebate recipient section, that rebate can be signed off or signed over to us. And by doing that, the rebate can be deducted straight from your invoice. Regardless of whether you want to have your contractor deduct that from your invoice or if you want to collect the rebate yourself, we firmly believe your contractor should file that rebate for you. And the reason I say that is there's a little bit of industry math. It's not complicated math, but if there is a mistake anywhere, then you have to resubmit it, and then it's another 8 weeks or less to get that rebate back. So contractors who deal with these rebates every day, they're really the best person to file those rebates. With that all being said, that wraps up this video. If you have any questions, you can reach out to NetZero Insulation. Our contact information is in our description. And until next time, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you then.